Hey guys, it's Lisa here. Sorry if I sound a bit weird. My voice has gone a little bit. I've got such a terrible cough, and my voice is going. But I just wanted to do a really quick video. I know yesterday we said we would run out of ideas, but one came to me, so I decided to do a video on it. So when you find out that you're pregnant, sorry, my mind just went blank. When you find out you're pregnant, how soon should you tell people? Now, it varies between woman to woman. I personally, when I was pregnant before, I told everybody. I told Facebook, I told all my friends and family, and then when I lost, it was devastating, but at least I had that support system around me. And every woman's different to how they feel about it. I mean, if Rob had his way, and he didn't at the time, but if Robert had his way, he probably would have wanted to keep it a little bit quiet, and I can understand why, because obviously it's so devastating if you have a loss, and obviously anything can happen so early in a pregnancy, but if you have a loss, then you have to go around telling people. I mean, I still remember, even though we put on Facebook that we were pregnant, and then a couple of weeks later we had to put on Facebook that we had unfortunately lost our baby and we'd miscarried, and it was really difficult, but everybody knew and everybody rallied round and they supported us as a couple, and it was really nice. We got a lot of support from a lot of people, and if they hadn't known we were pregnant, they probably wouldn't have supported us as well as what they did. However, we did have one person who I had walked home. Well, I'd got a bus home from work one day in my old job, and sorry, I'm just pouring myself a drink, and I just got on the bus, and she turned around and went, "Oh, your mum told me the great news," and I was like, "Well, actually, I lost the baby." And she wanted the entire world to, like the floor, just to swallow her up. She must have felt awful. And actually, I've never seen that lady again since. But I don't hold it against her. No, you know, obviously you didn't want to not say anything. If you find out someone's pregnant, you want to obviously congratulate them. But, you know, but that was the only bit of negativity I had from telling people so early. I think next time, touch wood, you know, there is a next time, I think we would, I don't know, me and Rob are still very much undecided about it, really, to be honest. I think we would maybe tell some close friends and some close family, but not so much as announce it on Facebook. It's why I'm so desperate for my YouTube channel not to be discovered by my friends and family, so that when we do fall pregnant, we can tell YouTube, and it won't make too much of a difference. But and without like extended friends and family finding out, because I've got a feeling that once I find out that I'm pregnant, I will probably be telling you guys like that day, so that you can see, you know, everything that's going on. And so it's difficult, you know. I think realistically you need to really have a while you're trying to conceive and before you fall pregnant, because it's very easy once you've got pregnant to get swept up in the emotions of buying things and panicking and then freaking out and over everything, and then telling everybody, and it's so easily just to get swept away with it all, that I think you and your partner, boyfriend or husband or wives or whoever's watching this, you really need to sit down and have a proper discussion about it, and really decide whether you are going to tell everybody, if you're going to tell certain people. Like, for example, Rob doesn't see his mum very often, and they have a very strange relationship, so she would probably not find out until, you know, the rest of the world found out. But that's just our preference, you know. And you know, there's always those people on Facebook that show their pregnancy tests and you know, they work out fine. And some people are just superstitious. You know, there's a lot of superstition around pregnancy, and you know I felt that by telling people early, you know, I was almost egging on something to go wrong. And when it did, then I was like, oh well, that was my own fault for telling everybody. But realistically, it doesn't really work like that. You know, well, some people are superstitious and some people aren't, but you know, it doesn't really, I don't think it makes too much difference. I would rather, the worst thing for me would be if I fell pregnant and only me and Rob knew and nobody else knew, and then for something awful to happen, like another loss, which I'm going to be freaking out about anyway, but that's another video. And then for me to have to go through that on my own, that's difficult. I mean, the miscarriage last time was freaking hard. It was a difficult time for both of us. We both grew up a hell of a lot, and we both, I mean, I was only 21. Yeah, I was only 21, so I was still quite young. And we weren't married, and we got a lot of stick from, I got a lot of stick from people at work and stuff like that, so it was difficult, you know. However, I feel that next time I don't know who I'd tell. I still don't know. Me and Rob still need to talk about it. I think I would tell really close friends, close family, and then the rest of it, everybody else can find out when they find out. I mean, before I was working in a more physical job, so I had no choice but to tell my boss and things like that, and he was actually on holiday that day. He was actually on holiday. So I had to tell another team leader, and it was a whole big thing, and she went around and told everyone, and it was a big drama, and it didn't need to be. But anyway, I had to do heavy lifting in my work, and I couldn't do it, and so I was therefore really worried about not telling people at work and stuff. But this time I think I'll have a bit more leeway. I think it's important that you come to terms with your pregnancy yourself, because for some people it's such a long journey. Like, pregnancy itself has been an uphill struggle, and then you've got there and you don't want to do anything to jeopardise that, obviously. But I think we'll tell close people and YouTube, and we just hope that people that we haven't told don't find our YouTube channel. But yeah, I'm going to upload a video as well tomorrow about buying baby clothes and baby bits during trying to conceive. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks, bye.